Hi family, my name is Key and thank you so much for again joining me on my journey. So today I wanted to discuss masculine versus feminine energy, or the yin and the yang. Now, with yin being feminine energy and yang being masculine energy, this energy can manifest as your aura or your vibe or the feeling that people get when engaged with you, or even when you just walk into a room. So let's get right into it. Firstly, masculine and feminine are not associated with gender. While masculine has been typically associated with a male and feminine has been typically associated with a female, we all, as men and women, that's all I'm going to refer to in this video, need a balance of masculine and feminine energy in order to feel grounded, to feel fulfilled, and in a sense, complete. I feel we as people, in a general sense, are out of touch with our feminine side because of our culture that is masculine dominated. We all have goals we want to reach, which is work. Rest is frowned upon. And it is so evident in the whole 9-to-5 world by how much work you have to do for how little time off and resting and sick time that you're awarded. So I'm going to break this down, and I'm first going to start with masculine energy, and then we'll go into feminine. So different words and ideas that are associated with masculine energy is doing, action, logic, reasoning, achieving, focus, structure, survival, power, and external. Everything involving what you do on the outside as far as making plans towards your goals, working, etc. Masculine energy manifests as being very detail-oriented, tenaciously pursuing what you want, focusing on the end result of a project, setting boundaries around emotions in order to accomplish your goals. Forgive me if you see me looking to the side, I'm just looking at my notes. So, some ways where you'll know your masculine energy is out of balance is if you are disconnected from your emotions, you're aggressive, you're confrontational, you're controlling, you avoid certain things, you devalue authentic relationships, you resolve conflicts through violence, you're overextending yourself, and you're giving too much and not receiving enough. An example of a male or female being too much in their masculine energy would be someone who is so career-driven, goal-driven, that they don't care to or want to make time for authentic relationships or connecting with people in a meaningful way. All that they're focused on is the bag, or this goal and that goal and then this goal and then this goal. They take no time to sit within. That's an example of when you would know your masculine is you're too much in your masculine energy. So some tips for cultivating your masculine energy would be taking action instead of procrastinating. Thinking about what needs to be done and taking those small steps towards your goal. When you're focused and doing the steps, you feel more powerful and confident, and therefore you naturally start moving forward towards your goal and your masculine energy. Another tip is meditation. There are so many meditations on YouTube where you can find guided meditations that can help you to tap into your divine masculine, your masculine energy. Another tip is to shift your posture. Remember that communication happens before you even open your mouth. Before you even think to speak, your body language, your posture, your aura, your energy is already speaking for you. Standing up straight with your shoulders back, your chest exposed, and walking purposefully, it sends unconscious signals that you are confident, calm, and secure, and it will have you acting differently than if you were closed and small. Now let's get into feminine energy. So feminine energy is all around receiving, creating, feeling, being, attracting, intuition, stillness, nighttime, openness, compassion, understanding, and the internal. Everything involving your internal being, your emotions, your chakras, etc. Your feminine energy manifests as you're going with the flow of life, you're embracing your creative nature, dancing, playing, when you're in tune with your internal body and processes. You're great at being vulnerable, being open with your feelings and expressing them freely. You feel as opposed to think. You're authentic to your true self and have the ability to connect with any person and or situation. You enjoy the process of creation independent of the result. You magnetically attract what you want. You see the big picture and you're able to relate to others by listening, sharing, and nurturing. You know that you are too much in your feminine energy or your feminine energy is out of balance when you are codependent. You feel powerless, needy, oversensitive, when you're suppressing your emotions. You feel unstable. When you're practicing escapism, I have a whole video on escapism, which I will tag somewhere up here, and I'll also link in the description box. Also, when you take on too much energy from the environment that you're in and the people that you surround yourself with, causing you to feel disempowered and in a fog and just out of whack. An example of being too much in your feminine energy or being out of balance would be you not having control over your emotions and letting people just walk all over your boundaries. So some tips to cultivate your feminine energy would be to meditate. Whether that's just 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes at night. Let your brain be at peace while you sit and embrace your energy, your body, your intuition, etc. Another tip to cultivate your feminine energy is dance, okay? Any type of movement creates fluidity within your body and your mind. So anything, whether that's yoga, stretching, dance, twerk, whatever type of dancing that you're into, do that to get the energy flowing. Another tip is to tap into those creative juices. Paint something, draw something, write some poetry. Let go of the end result and just throw yourself into the joy of the creative process and just creating something. This is my favorite tip. Spend time in nature. Now, I didn't know it at the time. I just knew I was shifting. But when I went from a woman who... when I went from a woman who was very prissy, hated bugs, would not be caught dead outside unless I was going to a party, to a woman who made time in her schedule to go on a hike, go on a trail every day or as often as possible, to get grounded, to refocus my energy, to just appreciate the sun, the animals, the trees, the vibrant colors, to hear the wind blowing through the trees. Like, that's when I knew, okay, well, now I know that it was really me stepping in more into my feminine energy. And this is a very helpful way for you to become grounded in your feminine energy. Spending time in nature, spending time outside, going on hikes, going in trails, going for a walk on the beach, anything of that nature. The last tip that I have to cultivate your feminine energy would be just being. Set aside one day a week where you just wake up and go with the flow. You don't have anything planned. You maybe take a bath, drink some tea, drink some wine, go sit outside. Anything that you want to do, you do, but you don't have a plan. You're just being. You're just flowing. Set aside at least one day a week and do that. All right, family. So that is all of the information and tips that I have on masculine and feminine energy. I hope that you found something in this video informative and helpful. If so, please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. And also comment below for any topic suggestions or any comments that you have on this video. My name is Key, and thank you so much for joining me on my journey. I'll see you all again Sunday.